Five wide, three of them to the right side. Now a first down throw. Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Will Hill, the strong safety there to get him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This will be caught at about the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Terrence West, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Return team. Automatic first down.
Now Howard. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Still fighting. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
Riddick with a carry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We get a look now at the offensive starting unit for the Detroit Lions, and one big target they have at tight end is Eric Ebron.
And they are ready for him to fulfill his promise because he was drafted to be a game breaker. Big target, guy who could block at the line of scrimmage, but really get downfield and make plays against defenders, overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Will Hill's a name that I remember even when he was in high school. He was that good. Many talked about him being the next coming. He's fulfilled his promise and made it to the NFL.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Then he locates Wheaton, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Stafford now on second down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets...
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown as a Detroit Lion. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning again. And the first snaps today forthcoming for a relative young buck in the league. Still some stuff to prove.
Brandon, this is a guy who showed a lot of talent early, flashed a lot of potential. Now everyone's waiting for the leap. Where is he going to make his biggest gains, and how will his team benefit from those?
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sean Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama. A big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he's going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. He'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. Plenty of scoring here already. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. This is Howard on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Alone to the right is Jones. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the 1st here on 3rd after that incompletion. It's Stafford surveying the field, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. It's taken to the 26. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Lions defensive unit. They trot back out onto the field. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing. and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
They go back to Riddick. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Akeem Hicks, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Onto the field now come the Bears. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Look to throw here. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw is Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the ground, it's Reddick. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards through the air on a first down. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Bears defense as they head out to set up shop now. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Lions have done a good job today stepping up, and they lead after 2. The Bears came into today's game coming off an impressive win, but they'll need to turn it around to find their way back in the win column. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Moving now to late in the first. Jones is going to haul in the pass over the middle. And he caps off the 8-play drive with a touchdown. The Lions up by 2 touchdowns. Offense now with the shot after the interception with plenty of pressure this half and another sack. This will go as a loss of 5. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Four down. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. And as these numbers show, last week, great game. This week, not the case.
And sometimes it's not just as simple as throwing the football. It's the rhythm of the game, managing it, being in sync with your teammates. Last week, everything was coming together really well. We're not seeing that so far in this one.
No, unfortunately not at all for him. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They pitch out to Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Connor Barth now for the Bears field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Barth puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Riddick fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. A chance for us to look at the Lions defense again. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got him with the lead. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Third down now following the completed pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Riddick. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And Jones has it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Play action. Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Hill. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Holding. Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Sean Robinson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up to play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 97 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 21-3. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is picking up right where he left off a week ago. I wrote down, so funny here on my notes, what he said last week. And after we talked to him about the good game, he said, I will do it again. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Can't find anyone open. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Give to Howard. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their big tight end. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears cut into that lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Here's Connor Barth for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Lions defense marching back onto the field now. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's grabbed over the middle by White. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
Here we go!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here comes the Bears defense now back onto the field. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now they got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. 3rd down here.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And a good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Here we go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to White. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And Barth puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.